All right, so what do we know right now about reactants and products? Anyone? Anything? Yeah?
Something has to happen in order to have something else happen.
Okay, let's start off with a reactant. Does anyone know what a reactant is? Logan?
Something that reacts because like something makes it react.
Okay, then can anyone tell me what a product is? Yeah, someone right
What
there.
you get out of two chemicals.
Yes, that was a lot better than the other class. They were so confused. Reactants and products. So reactants are a substance that takes part in and undergoes a change during a chemical reaction. So examples of this are sodium or chloride or hydrogen gas. They're just the kind of base pieces to make something cool. So then a product is a substance that is produced in a chemical reaction. So examples of this is C6H12O6. Can anyone tell me what that is?
What is it?
Seventh grade. Yes. Glucose or sugar, as it's easier known. Then we have water, H2O, or NaCl, which is salt. So those are just some basic reactants and products. All right, so there are two different types of equations, kind of like how you learned that there's two different types of ways to write an ion. You have the way where you write the words, you have the way where you write the letters and the numbers. Same goes for chemical equations. So word equations are an equation that represents reactants and products in the form of words. Surprising. Formula equations are an equation that represents reactions and products in the reactions in symbols or formulas. So when you do a word equation, it'll say sodium plus chlorine equals sodium chloride or salt. Well, if you were to do the formula equation for that, that would be Na plus Cl equals NaCl. So those are the two different ways for that formula. Here we go. So first, identify the reactants and products in either a word or formula, so know which side is reactants and which side is products. And how do you know that when you look at an equation? How do you know if it's reactants or products? So let's just look at this first one. How do you know it's a reactant? Logan?
So like it's the beginning and the product's the end result.
So where do you know where like reactants stop? So if we know it's the beginning, where do you know where it stops?
Once you get to the arrow.
Perfect. And so then what are products?
After the year.
After the arrow. Perfect. So that's what I like to keep in mind, is that when I'm looking at my reactants and products, is anything this way of the arrow is my reactants, any way past the arrow are my